We're live.
Need a UGC video for your business? Find me and many other skilled creators on Fiverr. Or you
All right. No time to waste. Okay. Let me see here. Find that piece of metal I had. Where is it? What's going on, Lizard King and YouTube 7? How you guys doing? I'm in a desperate attempt to get a couple more things cut out of a metal real quick before it is too late. Let's see here. I'm gonna clean these off with a grinder, guys. If you're using headphones, you might want to cover your ears. Just gonna try and get these things prepped to possibly weld. All right, so let's see. Okay, let me actually clean this all off because I might be welding this on here. Let me just clean this off and then okay. Just do this one last thing with the grinder, cutting wheel. Sorry guys, I know I'm not responding to the chat right now, but we'll get to it in just a moment here when I'm done using the grinder. Just give me like 2 more minutes and this should be all cleaned up. All right, one last task with the grinder right at the buzzer. Just gotta make this little cut in this tube. got it, I think, all sorted out. All right. Sorry, guys. Turn it up to 11. What's up, Tube? Weaselbox, what's up? The Truth Troll. What's going on, Truth Troll? Haven't seen you in a bit. How you been? Truth Troll is back. Stop squeezing the juice. What's up the deal for real? Black Mask Soul. That gremlin looks way scarier than Chucky.
Yeah, Black Mask. I ate freaking Chucky for breakfast. I freaking put a little bowl, and I said, what else can I throw in here? Some Honey Nut Cheerios. Threw them in there, and I was just like, grab some milk here, and just grab my spoon. Yeah, disgusting. It's exactly how I expected Chucky to taste. That guy's a little creep.
He is a little creep, guys, from what I understand. I mean, literally, he's a little creeper. Not Tom. Tom is pleasant to be around. Gizmo? Where is Gizmo? Where's the little Gizmolian? Oh, he's hiding on the tire. What's up, Leo Maximus? Leo Maximus. How you doing, Leo Maximus? Gizmo's gonna try and hang out here for a minute while I get everything squared away. Man, you got some good posture, Fang. Thank you, Weaselbox. Teddy Mutail. What's up, Teddy Mutail? How you doing, Teddy? Gizmo let one loose and is MIA. Yep, and there goes Tom. Where did you find a gremlin? Says Freddy Customs. He came over and just started hanging out. And he's one of Gizmo's friends. And he filled out a rental application. And now he is living here.
Yeah, Freddy Customs. I actually, let me see, is that your name? Yeah, Freddy Customs. I just showed up. Me and my cousin here. He's my real cousin. It's not my blood. Cousin Trevor. Trevor, get over here, Trevor.
Sorry, guys. Trevor's always a little bit shy. He's actually a shy little guy, but he does like to hang out and pickpocket.
Yeah, I actually love to freaking pickpocket. I love credit fraud. I love freaking steal crypto. It's my favorite. You're not gonna stop me.
Sorry, guys. He's a little bit passionate about his crimes, his life of crime. He loves living a life of crime, and I can't really do anything about it because he does scare me.
Yeah, he actually scares me too. I can't. I left my spare change jar out the other day, and it's completely empty. So don't really want to ask him about it.
All right. Enough with the dilly-dallying, guys. What's up, Dale Media? And Rude Rally. How you guys doing? Alright. So, got this little jerry can toolbox that has been being worked on. And I think it is pretty much ready to make it mount on the scooter, essentially. I have a little bit of moving of stuff to do because I did go live earlier and completely ripped apart the garage trying to find stuff like this, these fork driver tools. So I'm just going to quickly, I'll just shove this stuff out of the way. I'm not going to clean it up right now. I'll just do a little
Make a
shoving.
move with Hostinger Cell. Bring your idea to life with Hostinger Horizons AI. You just need to describe it. Sign up for a 1-year plan and get up to 2 months.
This is, of
for free.
course, how I've been feeding
Create
Gizmo.
powerful websites
This
and
little
apps
syringe.
without writing a
He's been
single
eating
line of
baby
code.
food lately.
And go live with 1 click. Now, for less than half of a streaming
He likes the pear spinach.
without risk. Join more than 4 million people going online with Hostinger.
I said that's
Turn
disgusting.
1 day into a day with
Pear
AI website and
spinach?
app creation. Go for it
Gross.
at hostinger.com.
Even for a baby food flavor, that's disgusting.
11 Lab Studio is here. The ultimate AI audio suite for video creators. Now, with video editing, instantly generate human
Okay.
voiceovers, cinematic sound effects, studio quality music, with limitless creativity, all in one place.
Okay.
Give your videos an edge with 11 Labs.
All right. Let me move the scooter. I'm gonna move it over to the left side, my left side of the garage. What's going on, Grub 187? How you doing, Grubby? And Trevor reminds me of Dumb Donald from Fat Albert fame. Thanks for always making me giggle, Fang. No worries. No worries, Weasel. That's my favorite thing that I do for myself is make myself giggle. Essentially, if I'm giggling in my mind or out loud, then I am gonna try and pass that on via Tom, of course, or whoever it may be that wants to speak up and get their word out there. Let me move the camera. Went on a pretty fun ride today with my buddy Leo. Cruised around in the canyons, met this new dude. Can't remember his name, but he had a cool bike, a little chopper. All right, let's see. I'll put this right here. How about this? Completely new angle. That's cool. Try that. Boba Fett. Keeping an eye on you guys. I may be dating myself with that reference. This is YouTube 7. YouTube 7, you know what? I did not. I know Fat Albert. But that's it. I don't know any of the characters. I'm sorry, YouTube 7. I'm 600 years old as of next week. I'm not trying to brag, but I mean 600. My sweet 600. If you guys have heard of a Sweet 16 birthday party, you have no idea how crazy a Sweet 600 can be. It gets insane at a Sweet 600. Things get wild at the Sweet 6. Hondo. Okay, this will be cool if this thing is finally on here today. Let me move a few more things. I guess I don't have to close that quite yet. Let me move this license plate bracket because I know that I will absolutely destroy my shin on it at some point, so I'm going to try and stop myself. Okay. And what's up, Stars Elite? How you doing, Stars? Stars Elites. Doing good. How about you, Stars? Okay, let's see. Let me show you guys what I got planned here, and then show you what
Make sure your enemy knows
what I'm gonna try and do.
Why not press F to move? Mission failed. We'll get a mixed voicemail gives you over 150
Skip this ad real quick.
real-time voice channels and unlimited sound modes. Whether you want to speak with a realistic battlefield ready.
All right. The heck, Celsius? Pre-Celsius. How's the motorcycle work going? It's going good, Stars. The motorcycle that I was working on earlier today, got that all fixed. So went and took that out on a ride with my friends. And yeah, so now I'm gonna try and get this thing welded up. I'm chugging some dragon fruit lime, Celsius. 9:15 p.m. Not too bad. Let me skip this. How about that? Okay. Where'd those pieces go? Move this light in here. That'll hopefully help with some of the work. Okay. Oops. Okay. Got the jerry can. And let me grab this light. Might as well start to disassemble this thing. I need this. That's the part I need to scavenge that from that. And yeah, do a little welding, I think. Okay. Let me grab the Goof Troop. Let me show you this real quick before I go and grab everyone. So this is the basic idea. This is the jerry can with the brake light on it. I'm going to take these two pieces and use them as mounting brackets for it, right? This is going to be welded onto the frame. If you can imagine, they're going to be spaced out something like that. The problem is that this has a lip on the bottom of it. So if I try and put this bracket on here just like this, then there's going to be a gap right there. So my solution for that is going to be I'm going to use a couple of these same square tubes that I used on the other side, on the other jerry can. And I'm basically going to assemble it something like this. Like I said, these two will be on the frame. This will be, let's see, something like this. And this will be something like this, or vice versa. I'll show you. I'm going to turn it like so you can see a bottom view of it, because this is the only way that it will make sense. It'll be something like this, right? If you're looking at this from the bottom of the bike, this part, this circle light, this weird little dome light, is going to be in the back, right here. It's going to be, if you could imagine, this part right here is going to be about right here. So I have to probably move this something like this, right? And I'm going to take this thing out actually real quick. I think it just pops out. I don't know what this is from, but look at this weird little light. Totally scooter worthy. And it has this little plastic bezel type thing, or little ring type thing. It looks like it just pops out probably. I'm hoping it just pops out.
Guys, this thing's so delicious. I could start a business selling them. Oh, LegalZoom. I can register an LLC and even update my will so I can pass along my recipes when I bite the biscuit.
When you need a legal hand, turn to LegalZoom.
The way you see an idea in your mind.
Good troopers. Parts is parts. Thanks, Weasel. Thank you, Stars Elites. I agree. It looks old school. Let me see if I can take this apart. There we go. Perfect. This way I don't just drop this thing and damage it. But look at that cool little light. I have no idea. I think I'm going to guess that this thing is from an RV or something like that. Kind of looks like it with these buttons. Try and pop this little ring out of here. Let me grab the goobers.
This guy think he's freaking calling goobers.
Sorry, Tom. Did not mean to offend. See, Courtney is going to have to. I guess Courtney can go over here. Like that. Need Gizmo up here. See if you can hang out. Okay. Trying to get this little black piece out. It is made out of some sort of like semi-flexible plastic, it feels like. I might even keep these buttons. These are kind of cool little toggle switches. Let's see. Let me grab a little flathead and try and maneuver this thing out without breaking it. Again, guys, if the audio or if the music is overwhelming and you can't hear what I'm saying, then let me know. YouTube 7 asks, why a light on the bottom of the box? YouTube 7, so you have to have a license plate light to illuminate the license plate. And my friend Leo came up with this cool idea to mount a light on this box, like shining down. Oh, criminy. I just freaking jammed this thing right through this. That's great. So you have to have a light on there. So he was like, you should make it so that it's shining down onto it. I was like, dude, that's such a cool idea. So that is the purpose of the light shining down. I really want this light to work, but I have had my doubts because of this exact thing that I'm running into now, which is this little way that it mounts in here. It just seems like it is going to be a complete headache to take this thing out, and it is definitely breaking. So
Hair like this doesn't just happen. There's air jets straightening with precision. Engineered
there it goes.
and 20,000 hours of endless simulation. All
This thing is
designed
damaged.
for this. Engineering Beauty by Dyson.
So it goes on like that, and it holds in there like that. But this little plastic thing, yeah, it's broken. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I don't know. What I might have to do is, I might have to, if I want to use this little light, because this little thing is broken now, I might have to figure out what this is from and see if I can get a new little plastic ring, because there's no way that I could reuse that one. And because of the way it's designed, I can't drill a hole and mount it. There's no way to hold it. So that's cool. That definitely won't work now. But in any event, or in any case, I'm going to leave a hole or a size around this big. I'm going to actually mark it not to go past a certain point. Grab a marker. Probably like about there. It doesn't need to be exact, but pretty close. Okay, so I'm gonna say, like, don't freaking go over there. Alright. So, basically, anyways, the light is going to be over here. These two pieces are going to be like this, right? And then, I think that I'm going to do the shorter piece, something like that. And then the longer piece, I'll probably do in the back. I don't know. I mean, I could do a longer piece on the top like this. I guess it would have to be just a shorter piece. The purpose of this is going to be to be able to kind of spread this footprint out a little bit. Yeah, the original plan was going to be something like this, and then this would go behind this one right here. I guess I could narrow it down to a smaller hole like that, like smaller section. So I guess I could make it so it has to fit in this spot. And if anything, I guess I could always just cut that and modify it or something. So I think what I'll do is I'll get it all set up on here, and then clamp everything down, weld it, and then move it over all in one piece. I'm going to just weld these pieces together, and then that way it's like all stuck. And I might even actually take this off and flip it over. Oops. Like this. And weld it like this. like that. I'm gonna have to clean these off because I did not think I was gonna weld it on this side. That'd be cool, little solar light weasel box. Courtney looks like she's confused tonight, says Gary Sharp. She is a little bit confused about what exactly I was up to today. It is so much fun. Thanks, weasel box. Yeah, they are rolled in the back of her head. What's going on, Lucy? Courtney, they said they want to look at your big, beautiful gray eyes.
So you have a YouTube video that you want to post on your Instagram Reels, but framing, it looks really wrong. Here's where you're going to meet.
Okay.
People are always asking me.
Let me clean this off a little bit. Clean this off of the file real quick, since I am actively changing my mind in the middle of the project. Okay. This would have taken all but 5 seconds on the grinder. I did not get it done in time. Okay. Gosh, everybody's just itching to make noise tonight, huh? Everybody's itching to make noise and make a scene. Nothing wrong with a little hand filing. What's up? It looks like short circuit space with one eye. Exactly. That's what I always say. Get the freaking precision file going. In case you're curious about what I'm doing. Here's what I'm doing right here. Trying to get all this stuff off of there. This little last bit of paint, this needs to be removed in order to weld it. I'm burning some cows, getting it done. It's 172 degrees out here. The banana bread is cooking up on the roof. No need to turn on the ovens. It's 140% humidity, so that's cool. Okay, almost there. You're not supposed to feed it after midnight. It says rotten steam. Hey, Tom. Rotten steam actually said that you're not supposed to be fed after midnight.
Well, you know what, rotten steam? Well, I actually not feed you after midnight. I've been seeing you poking around in the pantry, looking for snacks. Let me see what's in here. What is this, Pop-Tarts? Freaking can't stand them. Pop-Tarts. This is jelly beans. These are from last Easter. Yeah, how about I stop feeding you after freaking midnight? Would you like that? Don't make me backhand you, alright? You gotta feel the fury. I said, get away from my jelly beans.
Sorry, he's a little bit sensitive about his snacks. And about people criticizing him about eating his snacks. He doesn't like that, sorry. I did not. Honestly, I didn't know he was going to go that far. Okay. What I should do is just flip this over one more time. And put this, let's see. This is going to go towards the front. Just like this. And just like this. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll mark exactly where this is going to be at. Let's see.
Need a UGC video for your business?
Not
Find
right
me
now.
and many other skilled creators on Fiverr.
Oh,
Or you
okay.
could grab a top camera, add good lighting to make everything top.
Fiverr.
Learn the latest trends, stay updated, videos change fast, plan
Hey,
your content, be
$5. Yeah, he did not like that. Sorry about that. Did not mean to. I thought he was gonna not be as nasty, but I should have known better. Tom is quite the little nasty Nelly when it comes to people talking about his diet. Let's see. I think that would work. Yeah, I can make it work. Okay. So let me mark this. Just get a quick measurement of how far apart these are. And this has to be over here. Like that. And this will go like this. Okay, so these are on the inside edge. They are exactly 4 inches. Let me write that down. 4 inches from here to here. Like that. Okay. So now what I could do is just go like this. Go like this. Flip these two over. So 4 inches on this side. Okay. Just like this. Measure 4 inches in between. Like that. Somewhere around there. Move these. And then what I'll do is I'll put this on like this. Flat up against here. And then I'll put it at 4 inches. Like that. And then that's pretty much how it's going to look. I think what I will do is I will probably make another piece that will go like in between here, or maybe it'll go all the way across here. I don't know. I'll figure out something. But for now, this will hold it, and I'll probably end up doing something like this. Get this all somewhat lined up. I'm gonna have to take it off to put the acetone on it, but yeah, I'll probably do something like this. I was thinking I would probably do it like that on top, but basically the wider the footprint, the better. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it on the outside edge like this. This will be okay. All right, let me grab the acetone. Sorry guys, I know I'm rambling and not really welding, but the welding is about to commence. Come on, dude. What's the deal? She's in the chat, YouTube 7. I'm not sure why you don't see her. You need good lighting like the ad said the deal for real. I know, the deal. I like to keep it creepy, you know? Let me move a couple of these holes inside. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, because if I do that, if I put one on the bottom, one on the top, then it's going to mess everything up as far as it being lined up and stuff, but like this is not going to be the same level as this. So let me get some clamps on here. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I'll use a washer or something. I don't know. It's going to be slightly off, but I'm just going to weld this outside one first. So let me get this clamp on here. Oh well, I'll have to just put everything back. Okay, clamp this down. Somewhat loosely. Okay, and then put this clamp on here. I guess I could just clamp it with this. Okay. Why is this being so much more difficult than it has to be? Okay. Get this, get the acetone. Where's that? There it is. Okay, let's see. I guess this is going to be kind of an abort mission for now. I'm going to have to take this light out. This is going to be for the other jerry can, but maybe I can figure out, I'll do a Google image search on that little light thing, or maybe I'll see if I can find like a movable light or something. I don't even know how I would even begin to describe this whole bulb light thing. I don't know. Nice little, maybe it's a little robot eye for Courtney someday. Did you guys hear the thing about the Doritos commercial? Did anyone hear about that? About the Doritos commercial with the flying pigs, with the lasers? Did anyone see that? What the heck's going on? Jamie Van Zook says weird as F. Is he making them out for the gas tank? Yes, I am. Rick, what's up, Road King? Evie, just watched the movie Gremlins. Nice. We were waiting for you to watch that movie, Evie. And Jamie says weird as F.
You know what, Jamie? I was actually looking at your profile, your dating profile. And Jamie's looking a little weird, actually. Big man over here won't say it, but I'll say it, Jamie. You're looking a little weird. Evie, on the other hand, you're looking lovely. I'm glad you watched our movie. Did you like it? I think you would. I think you did. Gizmo here, I know he knows that you freaking love the movie. Did you save me any popcorn?
He's always trying to hit up people for snacks, guys. Side of the Lamb says Belzac. What's up, Matt Villanueva? How you doing, Matt Villanueva? Matt Villanueva. How you doing, Matt? On this little tiny hat. I don't know why the brim is like this, but Courtney was like, can I wear that? And I said, nah, I don't know. We'll see. Perfect. I think she looks fashionable and chic. Okay, enough with the games. Matt Villanueva. Come on. Matt actually planted that hat in there just to distract me, and it worked, totally worked. Use a little acetone. Oh, potent. Whoa, I just got very lightheaded. And the acetone appears to be doing its job as far as cleaning. It's good. Got to make sure that it is still usable. Okay. Got it all cleaned off there. Or cleanish. Cleaner than it was. Alright. Now I can put this on here. Just like so. And I can clamp this down. If I felt like it, I could. And I do. I feel like it, so I will. The mayflies are out in full force, guys. If that's what they're called. Or mosquito hawks. Is that what they're called? Whatever they are called. They are out in abundance. They're out for the summertime.
It's summertime, and Gizmo's got a new bathing suit.
Gizmo actually got a new role in the new Baywatch series, so that's exciting. Actually, I'll probably put this maybe on the middle one. Wow, the acetone from that rag is really, I can feel every single color that is on this Titan flathead screwdriver. I can feel the black and yellow coursing through my veins. I can also sense it. I can fully sense the colors. All right. This is all clamped down. It's not going anywhere, guys. Call it a freaking ratchet strap in a truck bed, because it ain't going nowhere. Snap into a Slim Jim. What's up, Lizard King? Still in here? Gary Sharp. Exactly. Got a new, nice little hat. What's up, user? Yeah, they eat mosquitoes. They're the mayflies. Oh, okay. Thanks for that info, Lucy. Yeah, those things are flipping and flying all over the place. I got one right here that unfortunately looks like he didn't make it. Looks like he succumbed to the injuries of the garage, but he will not, unfortunately, live to fight another day. He's a goner. Oh, I just dropped him. I don't know where he went. He just like literally evaporated in the thinner. Okay, let's get the welder out. I actually was supposed to be using the Split Master today. Did not get around to it. I thought that was going to be a funny live stream. If I ever do the freaking split machine live, will definitely be a fun thing to see. I was trying to figure out a fun system, like 1 like equals maybe 1 turn. But then I was like, if it's 1 turn, you get 10 likes, I'm about to rip myself in half. So I can't do that. I'm not Jean-Claude Van Damme yet. So, gotta figure out some sort of strategy. And also, I have to figure out something to do while I'm doing that, because I don't want to just be sitting there. I'm just sitting there for hours. Like, then maybe I could play a video game or something. Work on a project. Maybe I can make a model. That'd be kind of funny. Trying to make a model while doing the splits.
Nano Banana Pro
That'd be a little bit difficult.
Now on Artlist.
A little challenging.
Google's most up-to-date model and all the leading AI models on Artlist.
All right, just getting this welder set up real quick.
Text rendering, flawless.
I do need to definitely stretch
even the
my
tiny background details. Nano Banana
freaking legs out and stuff, because they are getting all jacked up, and it's making my back hurt. So I gotta hit up Leo for some yoga moves and try to freaking get all my chi back. Trevor actually stole my chi. So how did you steal my chi, dude? He said I just did it. I said, wait a minute. How did you? Somehow did it. I have no idea how. He also stole all my chakras. I don't even know what that is. All right. Let's see. Just got to get the ground, and then luckily I've been procrastinating when it comes to cleaning. So this tungsten looks pretty good. And I was just welding with this the other day, and my welds came out pretty decent. So why freaking risk it, huh? Why freaking risk a bad thing when you got it? When you got a really bad thing, why even risk it? Alright guys, let's get to the welding. It's plugged in, gas is on, welder is on, this is on, and let's do it. It's all cleaned off. See if there's a gas flow. I can see the electricity in the air. I can feel the atoms. I can tell that CERN is turning on their particle accelerator. I can feel it. Feels good, guys. That feels freaking good. If you've never felt CERN turn on the particle accelerator and start smashing ions together, You have no idea what you're missing out on. Because it feels amazing. I can feel them opening up portals. I mean, that doesn't feel amazing. That actually is extremely scary, but if you could see the portals that they're opening, you would be super scared right now. But I'm not. Gizmo's here. He's going to protect us all. Nice. Have you guys seen that Key and Peele skit? Where he goes, oh, he goes, nice. Whenever I do anything even remotely okay, nice. Nice. You guys excited about slip and slide season? I know I am. I know I'm thrilled. Okay, I don't know why I decided like, hey, let me clamp this super far away. Look at this, I have a filler rod stuck to my mic. Got a little magnet on the mic stuck on it. Okay. Let me get this thing around my neck like a cobra. I used to get Cobra handler back in the day with Gizmo. Before he started falling in love with cobras. I said, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't have a workplace relationship with a cobra. I don't care if you're a mogwai. I don't know what would happen. I don't want to know. Not too bad. Okay, just weld this part. Oops. Okay. Not too bad. I need to work on keep my hand more steady, right up on it, but not too bad. I'm gonna let it cool down for a minute, and as far as this other side, I'm gonna wait because there's no point in welding this other side on here yet. I can always weld it on there. Actually, let me see. So I put it on there now.
Your year with awe and
It would be like
experience the all-new shark encounter.
not a very big difference.
150 international flavors at the Seven Seas Food Festival and must-see headlining concerts.
Yeah, I
Get
guess
unlimited
I'll
visits with
wait.
your card for only $99.99. Hurry, offer ends soon.
I just wasn't budgeting it.
What? How?
Space 44. Look, it pulls all our
Yeah, I'll
expenses
wait.
into one place and breaks down spending by team.
Thing is, if I weld this on the frame, I'm gonna have to weld it upside down essentially. Unless I tip the scooter over, that wouldn't be that hard.
How about...
I could probably tilt it over and just throw something under a piece of wood or something to hold it sideways. All right, I'll do that.
You gotta send
I convinced myself. It only took me about 20 seconds
Sure.
to do it.
Anything else?
Not have to do it right now. If I do it right now, then I will have to essentially stop what I'm doing.
Done.
And I'm not down for that. I want to at least get this maybe welded onto the frame. That way I can be close to having it mounted up. Let me get this welder shut off. Show you what it looks like. I don't think it came out incredibly bad. What's up, Concept 17? Get the grinder out. A grind metal sparks toward the camera. It would be spacey. Howdy, I cannot use the power tools after 9 o'clock anymore. I have agreed with my neighbor. I said I won't use them after 9 o'clock unless it's the weekends. So it's Monday tomorrow. I can't. But howdy, you know I will as soon as I can. Chelsea, what's up, Chelsea? Sign of Jonah, easy 4G. Run that. I'm running it. Sign of Jonah. Sign of Jonah. You're talking about the times will be like the times of Jonah? Or, no, that's the times of Noah, huh? Here's the welds. Let me get this let me get the camera off here and actually bring it over to the table so you can see it. Take my glove off. Not the worst weld, not the best weld, but I'm definitely, I think, getting better at it. I'm gonna have to weld the bottom part as well. I don't have to, but probably should. So basically, this is gonna be like this. This is gonna be actually mounted on the frame. Oops. This will be mounted on like this. And let me grab the jerry can and start messing with it. What do you guys think of our new hat? So this is going to sit, once this is welded on the frame, it'll sit in there like this, just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did on that one over there, on this one right here, on this jerry can, where I welded, or I drilled some holes in the little mounting thing. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to drill like probably 2 holes in here, 2 holes in here, and then make it so it bolts in there. And then, yeah, it'll bolt in from the bottom as well. This will have another bolt hole over here somewhere, and it'll bolt in like that up through the bottom. I'll make another piece that connects right in the middle right here, and maybe I'll make it bolt right up through here. I think 3 bolts on the bottom would be enough. And then it's going to have 4 bolts on the side. It's going to have so many, it's going to have literally like 20 bolts holding this little 5-pound gas tank on here. I think it'll be more than enough. What do you guys think? It's going to be sick. Okay, let me get this camera mounted up here. Rub this for good luck. Okay, I'll put you guys over here for now, and I'll try and grab everyone. Tailman for the win, 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 win. What's up, Tailman?
Tailman.
It's the
Tailman.
You could use air grinder. They operate like air guitars. YouTube 7. I'm gonna have to get frickin' Craig out here and try out the freaking air grinder method. Similar to a air guitar. I guess if it was like an air guitar, it'd be silent because the whole point of the being an air grinder would be it'd be silent. So it'd be like, all right, that's enough, Craig.
Tillman, for the win.
Freaking Tillman, dude. Can't believe it. Nice UK. LOL. Courtney, you ever plan on restoring that cafe racer? Chip, the gent. I plan on doing something with the CB750. I bought this for $600 this last summer and got it running. So unfortunately, I think I have to take the engine apart because it's having problems with first gear, and I think I'm gonna have to rebuild that engine. So that'll be fun. That'll be some sort of super long series on the channel because I'm not gonna get to that for probably 2 years. So plan is to try and finish the Ultima and the scooter first. Hello from Stock Essex, Team Tempest. Tom here said he actually used to live in the UK.
Hello. Used to have me some tea and scrumpets, didn't I? Governor. Not actually my real voice. It's my best impersonation. Sorry, guys. I'm not the most talented actor. I'm not some drama theater all-star. I'm just a novel little. I'm just working on projects, guys. Trying to keep things in order.
That's what he claims, trying to keep things in order. I don't know if I believe that. Let's see. I'll put Tom over here on the CB750. Next to the screwdrivers. What time is it there in England? Or in the UK? What time is it? I'm curious. Right now it is 10:06 here in California. They say California knows how to party, but I don't know about that. I say something about UK and someone from UK shows up. $600, damn, I wish I come across those kind of deals. Chip, I got this one for $600 and I sold, well, I didn't sell all the parts from it to get it fully recouped yet, but quite a bit of the parts that I got from another bike, I basically sold, and this bike is essentially free now, or the other bike is free. Either way, paid for. This bike essentially cost me about, I'd say, $300. Actually, no, this bike is completely paid off. As a matter of fact, this bike was free. And the way that was accomplished was I basically bought that bike, and whenever I got it, I also got a frame, an old Harley frame along with it. Got the old Harley frame and I got the battery for the bike, for the CB750. I got the battery and the Harley frame for an additional $100. So I ended up selling the Harley frame. I think I sold it for $800. And that paid for the entire CB750. As well as the extra $100 investment. And then I had like, I think it was $50 left over or something like that. So the CB750 basically paid for itself. That was a free bike. I got that about 2 days before my birthday. And then the other bike that I got maybe 2 weeks later was a 1981 Harley Davidson, I think it's a FLH shovelhead. I got that for $750. And I think that one, I sold most of the parts from it. And I recouped all but $200 on that bike. So that bike is, that's a pretty good deal on that one too. Let me see if I can get this a little bit of a better camera angle for you guys real quick. Move this a little bit farther close, or a little bit farther back. A little bit over here. Are you going to sell the Gremlins? 6:07? Is that 6:07 p.m.? Am I going to sell the Gremlins? No. They can't be sold. They can't be bought. They are one of the cast and crew here at Fing's Garage. And to be honest, their contracts are pretty extensive. They got a really extensive contract, guys. I mean, you want to talk about having a read the fine print. They really should have read the fine print. That's not my decision. That was their attorney's decision to not read the fine print. Okay. I just got rid of my Harley Softail, pain in the A to maintain, and a money pit chip. That is cool. My buddy just bought a Softail. He got a Softail frame for $20. And he's gonna start building it, but he's gonna get he has a Softail frame. I think he's gonna hardtail it. He's gonna get a rigid frame for it, or something like that. Turn it into a rigid frame. I don't know. He's got a lot of different projects. I don't question his methods because he always has some cool ideas. So, let's see here. Grab the welding stuff again and move it over here and get it somewhat prepared so I can start getting this mount kind of lined up on here and ready to go. Get it all ready to weld so that in the event that I do get it lined up, that I could freaking weld it. Deja vu, says Lucy. Lucy, if you are interested in deja vus, from what I've researched into deja vus, they say that what it is your, I think it's your memory bank in your mind or whatever. Basically, it's like your brain is switching over from short-term to long-term memory. And at that time, you're associating the current thing that is happening with a long-term memory. But I don't know about that because I have had one of the most insane deja vus, 2 of them in my life. One of them, actually both of them.
Hello?
No, one of them I had a eyewitness,
85 lives here?
which is strange for a deja vu.
The absolute legend who went.
I will explain. So I was with my friend Leo. We grew up together. And this was probably about when we were about, I'd say, 12 years old, something like that. We were walking down this dirt path. This was a pretty rural dirt path to a pond to go fishing or something. Maybe we had ninja swords at the time. I don't remember. We were walking down there, and I told him, I said, dude, I said, I had a dream the other night that we were walking down this dirt path, and we got in your mom's car. She had a van at the time. Got in her van and drove up to this old farm. And on this farm, there was these Rottweilers. And there was a hole in the bottom of the van. And the Rottweilers were trying to get through the hole in the van and bite us. And I was telling him this dream as we were walking down this dirt road. And maybe 2-3 minutes later, car pulls up. This guy rolls down his window and is like, hey, do you guys have a dog? And I thought they were going to ask maybe they had found a missing dog. I said, no, we don't have a dog. He said, oh, okay. He said, you guys want a dog? I said, I don't know. I said, what kind of dog is it? I wasn't going to get no dog, but I was trying to be friendly. And he said, oh, it's a Rottweiler. I said, oh, really? He said, yeah, we have some over at the farm right there if you guys want to buy one. We're selling them. I said, oh, okay. And then he left. And I was like, dude, that was so weird. Literally 2 minutes after, there was actually my friend Leo and his other friend was there that witnessed it when I was telling them this weird dream that I had had. And then we walked. I can't remember if it was the same day. Might have been later on, another day. But I think it was the same day. Later on down that same road, I'm pretty sure. On the side of the road, there was a big black plastic trash bag. And being like 12-year-old kids, we were like, let's open it and see what's inside there. Opened it up. There was a dead Rottweiler in it. Really weird. It was a full-size dead Rottweiler. I was like, whoa. And we got pretty creeped out. And we just left it there. And yeah, it was pretty strange though. That was one of the deja vus where I was like, whoa. I said the deja vu, and then literally it came true right in front of two. It was me and I think his friend's name was Gary. I can't remember. But yeah, right in front of them. The other time, I just had a dream that I saw a weird baseball field, and I said to my cousin, I said, I had a dream that we were in this area right here, and there was a weird baseball field right around this corner. And we went around the corner, and there was a weird baseball field, but that was like the extent of it. So that was just strange because it was an area that I had never been in my life, like hours away, like 8 hours away from my house. So I was like, how could I have possibly known about this, what was going to be around this corner? We were on a train also, which was weird because I'd never been on a train either. Or no, it was it was a Greyhound train. Solid Snake says, Mogwai. Yes, they're here. They're hanging out. Gonna get to the welding pretty soon. Trying to get a retro Kawasaki or Honda sport bike now. Nice Chip the Agent. I have a Kawasaki Ninja. See if I can show you guys these welds now that it's completely cooled off. Let me bring the camera over here. I think it looks pretty decent for me doing it. I think it looks all right. Obviously, I didn't do it perfectly at the edge right there, but the part that I did weld, it looks okay. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. Not too shabby. Okay, so I'm basically going to try and get this thing all lined up on here with the jerry can on there, and then I'll get it welded up. Thanks, Kingpin. All right, let's get it on there, guys. Sorry, let me look through your comments real quick. I don't ride bikes, but I was having some interesting thoughts with those trike videos. Fang, the deal, you should get one. A trike, that'd be sick. Chun Fo Tai 3182. How you doing, Chun Fo Tai? Team Tempest, the bikes I ride at the moment are Kawasaki Versys 650 GT. Sorry, let me skip this ad. What is this? Royal Enfield Classic 350, Honda CRF 250L, and a Honda ADV 350 too. Any thoughts, or is just Harley types over there? Team Tempest, those seem like cool bikes. I actually only have one real Harley. The other bikes I have are a BMW K1100. It's like a touring bike. I have a Kawasaki Ninja. Also, my main rider is a Yamaha Roadstar. I also have a Suzuki Savage, Yamaha XS60. I have almost all metric bikes. But yeah, those are cool bikes. Team Tempest. I've never messed with a Royal Enfield or a Kawasaki Versys. Honda CRF 250L. Is that a dirt bike? Dirt McGurts. That's trippy. I haven't had a dream in solid 3 years, says Chip the Agent. I do not dream anymore either, Chip. But sometimes I'll wake up screaming. Thank you, Chip, for the comment on the clean welds. Chip, I think the science is that your dream or you enter REM sleep every night, but you don't always recall it. Says Chelsea. Thank you, Kingpin. I have a mongoose bike. What's up, Rastafari? How you doing, Rastafari? Tom is glad you're here.
Yeah, actually, Rastafari, I was actually looking out my patio earlier today, and I was like, where's my mongoose bike at? Ah, Gizmo, did you use my mongoose bike? Sometimes use it to go down to 7-Eleven, but always, quote-unquote, forgets to get me from freaking Snickerdoodles cookies. Yeah, freaking forgets my freaking green butt. Anyways, hey, what's up, Rastafari? How you doing?
Yeah, I think he doesn't really. I think he forgets on purpose, guys. I think Gizmo is just kind of a. To be honest with you guys, Gizmo is kind of a little cheap dude. Like he doesn't want to share. He never wants to share with anybody. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me get to the. I have to get this thing on here. No matter what I try and do, I have to get it on there. I will try my hardest to prevent myself from getting this on here, but I have to do it. So this is what it's going to look like on the bottom, guys. Basically like that. So all I have to do is basically line this up where I want it to be. Clamp it up, and hopefully it'll hold up there. Yeah, then just weld it up. I'm gonna have it all assembled like this, and then weld it, and then just like tack it, and then take this off there, and then fully weld it up. So first step is going to be clean this off, and get some acetone on there, get it all wiped off. hopefully I can get some clean welds on this. I think that a lot of times what I struggle with is being patient when it comes to really making sure that everything is 100% cleaned off. That's like the main thing, is my welds always get contaminated, and also I get in a rush and don't pay attention to the gas flow. I'm not sure if there was some sort of issue with the gas flow from the actual torch or something. So, but it seems like now it's kind of resolved itself. But before, it seemed like there was some sort of issue. So I gotta really just start focusing in more on preparing the metals and making sure they're all super clean. That's why I've been paranoid and using a flap wheel on these pieces of metal like every day. I must have cleaned this frame off 100 times already with the flap wheel. Being like, today's the day I'm gonna weld this thing on. But it's actually gonna be today. Okay, so those are all cleaned off. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use the same kind of
content and generate a high quality clone.
method that I used on the other side. And use this jack and jack it up. Time to get jacked up.
Stop searching for the perfect voice and stop wasting time re-recording take after take. Try 11 Labs for free and start elevating your content.
This is the tool that I was looking for hours earlier. There's this socket with the extender on it, or the little piece on it. I was looking for this thing for hours. Finally found it. Huh. Should have given Gizmo a ride on it the whole time, but I'm way past the extension on it. It's not supposed to go this high. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I will put the other one on there too. Try that. Okay, see, maybe that'll be good enough. Almost. See how far it has to go. Nice. Double trouble. Who's this so tight? There we go. World. It is so hard to turn. Whatever. It's almost there. Okay. Getting pretty close. Okay, so now I'm at the point where I have to line up the jerry can exactly where I want it to be. Whoa, Lisa! Thank you for that, Lisa. Thank you very much, Lisa. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Thank you very much. Lisa, with the $20 donation. Dang, Lisa. One second, guys. I had to get payback on Gizmo, says Rastafari. Jose says, cool Gremlins, brother. My favorite movie is Gizmo. Thanks, Jose. Gizmo is glad you're here. Also glad that Lisa is here. Gizmo is asking me on the headset if we were going to be buying snacks. I said, sure. Gizmo, let me grab you a snack. Lisa is got me in a snack mode. I'm actually going to go with the Butterfinger, guys. Gizmo is a big fan of Butterfingers, and I'm going to give him a little bit. Just because Lisa was so kind. Oh. He loves it. Guys, here, let me give you a little bit more, buddy. Oh my gosh, you got chocolate all over his face. Thanks, Lisa. Gizmo actually bit my finger a little bit. Took the whole phrase, don't lay a finger on my Butterfinger, to a whole new level. Nitrogen Bob, how you doing? Reed Henderson. What is the albino monkey head about from? Says Skeletora. This is Marty. He's the accountant here at Fang's Garage. He handles all the paperwork. He's of course the one that is in charge of trying to get everything set up for the business with the stickers and everything. I said, dude, can you please hurry? People are asking about the stickers. I gotta send Lisa some stickers. I gotta send Moses some stickers. Lucy needs a freaking... Lucy's asking about a hat. I said, I don't know, Lucy, what do you think? Hat? Thank you, Lisa. I'm gonna get it all lined up and then get it welded up. I'm gonna have to use my little air sac thing, my sacks of air that I have here. Of course, if you guys, this is something that is like, I saw this on like maybe not an infomercial, but like something like a Facebook ad or something, maybe a, I don't know, marketplace ad or something. But these little air pad things, these are sick. I've only used these air pump wedge. I've only used these a couple of times, but when I do need them, it definitely comes in handy. It's like essentially like a thing that you would use for using, like checking your blood pressure. Squeeze it and it is inflating and it's like a little wedge. And whenever you want to release it, you just press the button and it releases the air out of there. But basically, you would use it for something like this. Like, for example, I just need to lift up like one side of this, and I just need to kind of angle it a little bit. Or if you were like, for example, if you're trying to install like a door, that's like a perfect example I could think of. If you're trying to install a door.
You were sexually abused while at school or school activity?
No, I was freaking trying to install a door, and I got abused. Somebody said, freaking, you're doing it wrong. What's up, Nitrogen Bob? Thank you, Lisa, for the kind words. Lisa said, this is my favorite channel. You're Gizmo's favorite person, Lisa. But yeah, if you're trying to install like a door or something, then like it would be pretty hard to hold on to the door and like angle the door by yourself, and install the hinges and whatever. Shove this thing underneath the door and inflate it a little bit, and it kind of holds the door up for you. And then, you know what I mean? Then you're not sitting there fighting the door. So, this little air pump thing, air wedge, definitely come in handy. I think I paid like, I got these years ago. I think I paid like maybe $15 or something. And the times where I've needed it, it has definitely like been like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I had that thing. And the last time I used it was on the other side, the other saddlebag, or the other little toolbox type thing, little holder. Okay, so let me actually move this back a little bit, like right about there. Double check, make sure. Actually, should be a little bit, should actually be about right there. Okay, it's good. Just trying to make sure it's all still lining up on all the sides, because I'm trying to make it line up on like 4 different sides. Okay, I think pretty close. A little bit more. Like that. Okay. The front needs to be supported a little bit. My finger's stuck in there. All right. It's almost on it. Just like a little bit of a balancing act type of thing. Just dancing it apart a little bit, making sure that it's gonna work. Okay, I think that's it right there. If I could get it like that. A little bit of a gap is okay. Oops. Gizmo's feeling it tonight. He's cutting loose. Okay. Let me see. It's a little bit difficult to do because this frame is not perfectly straight. It is like kind of angled downward towards the front a bit. Let's see, let me pull this out a little and see if that'll help. Sorry guys, I'm trying to essentially get these little brackets right in the center of the frame while also keeping it like attached to the jerry can. Let's see, let me pull this wedge out. If it's too far in, like if it's too far out on the frame, it's just gonna look kind of weird. So I'm trying to just get it all lined up like that. There we go. Let me try that. Might have to work out some sort of spacers or something for it. Like that. Right there. If I could get it to hold in place there. Get this fair wedge under there now. Let's see. Okay, right there. Almost got it. Gotta just be patient with it, guys. I'm trying to get a real good fitment on there so that I can get a nice weld. About that. That'll probably be good. That's good. I'll call that good. Okay. Let me see if I can. Oh crap. Came off there a little bit. This is gonna be semi like so pickly put on there. It's like barely wanting to go on. So I'll try my best. I'm trying to get it in a solid spot so it doesn't just like fight me when I'm trying to weld it.
An itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin despite
Let me get a flashlight real quick.
Still not under control. Now I have Rinvoq, a once daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
All right, buddy.
Treatment test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections are not some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious.
How you doing, Nitrogen Bob?
Death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events.
Yeah, Gizmo was singing a lot ever since he ate that Butterfinger. Okay. I think I gotta move it a little bit. It was in the perfect spot, and then I said, I don't think that looks good. I think that right there looks good. I'm gonna take this off. See if I can remove this. And see if I can just maneuver it without that on there. If I can, it would make things a lot easier. And I know the basic area that I'm going to be putting it. I think that's good right there. I'm going to call it good. Right there. If I could just not let it move. Let me see. Actually, oh, it's kind of crooked. Ah! Ah! Alright, I'm gonna just go with this. This is what my initial instinct was. I should probably go with my initial instinct. And yeah, I'll deal with the consequences. Okay, let me not move this. Maybe like that. Make a couple marks real quick so I know I'm in the right zone whenever I weld it. Just like that. Okay. Let me grab, I guess I'll get a magnet and try and put it on there and hold it on there. Let me get a semi-cleaned magnet. Kind of a smaller one on there, so maybe it won't disturb it as much. This needs to hold on there for a minute. Okay. I think that as long as this is lined up like straight, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to drill the holes in this and then I'm going to drill holes in the jerry can. So it's going to be straight no matter what because I'm going to be able to dictate where it's at and the orientation. And I use a freaking blowtorch and melt it and freaking remold it like clay if I need to. So that's what I'll do if I have to. But I'm going to go with this because I think it's good. And it's going to be all right. I'm going to try and get the welder to cooperate. Let's see what we can do, shall we? What are we working on tonight? Ace 92, getting the jerry can mounting bracket. I'm going to try and get it welded on there right now. How you doing, Ace? Me and Ace go way back. I actually used to work in the is at Wilson Leather. Me and Ace working at Wilson Leather. We were sales associates at Wilson Leather. Really good job. I mean, great benefits, great pay, great retirement package. It's actually how I retired so early. I retired when I was 19 years old. Worked for Wilson Leather for about 2 weeks, and they paid so well that it basically paid for my retirement. That's how I basically am able to live the lifestyle that I live. And that's how Ace and me became friends. We were working at Wilson Leather, and Gizmo was there. Gizmo was actually getting grocery carts. They had the carts there at Wilson Leather out in the parking lot, and Gizmo was a cart attendant, and he'd be out there running around grabbing carts. And me and Ace were in there at Wilson Leather, just schmoozing it up, selling leather coats, selling leather vests. They even had some leather socks at one point. That was actually a big hit. Surprisingly, I said, who would have thought leather socks? But they thought, and they did. And they sold like hotcakes. They sold like leather socks in the early 2000s at Wilson's Leather. All right, let's see if I can crawl around on the floor a little bit and get this thing tacked up. This is not the most ideal place to be welding, but I've welded in less ideal places. Me and Courtney got jobs welding, underwater welding in water towers for a long time. That was a really interesting job. That was after, of course, we worked at Dairy Queen. Quite the comparison there. From Dairy Queen to the freaking water tower queen. That's what they used to call Courtney. She'd be out there just freaking underwater welding in those water towers. And instead of an oxygen tank, she actually opted in for the iced tea tank, which is just pumping in iced tea as green tea, iced tea, Snapple, pumping it in there. She's just chugging it the whole time. I said, how are you doing this? This is insane. I don't think this is even legal. How are they approving this? I said, how is the captain allowing this? We actually had a captain that was there. You have to have a captain for every underwater weld, and there was a captain for the underwater welding at the water towers. And she said, I'm the captain now. I said, you just saw that movie. That's why you're saying that. She said, no, I'm not. I said, I am the captain now. I said, no, you're not. I said, I'm telling the captain. And I told him, and she actually got in trouble. She was not supposed to have that Snapple little system rigged up. She actually designed that herself. I said, this is totally unsafe, Courtney. I don't care if you like Snapple. I don't care how much you like Snapple. You can't be doing that stuff. Okay, let me get this little air pump out of here before it melts. Whoa! Whoa, 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 dude. Hey. Excuse yourself next time. My apologies, guys. My apologies. That was crazy, dude. You need to go there. You don't need to go to the bathroom. You need to go to the doctor. You need to get to the doctor ASAP. I'm actually going to be scheduling you a doctor's appointment after hearing that. Because that wasn't even a fart. That was crazy. Okay. A little more. Just keep coming back for more. All right, I'm about to dislocate my knee. I can feel it. So I should have been utilizing my Pro MMA Split Master and doing the splits and preparing for this moment for where I'm about to be sliced in the jugular vein by this piece of steel right here. But I did not prepare myself, unfortunately. So I'm gonna try and just do it the best I can, guys. Let's see what I can pull out on my sweet tookus as far as this welding goes. I gotta make sure my foot can be used. I have to be able to manipulate my foot a little bit on this foot pedal, just a hair. Hold on tight, buddy. We're almost there.
Is your big making tactical mastery in machines? Think fast and stay cool, Silver. This one gives you over 150 free real-time.
It's not the best. Oops. You didn't hear that, did you? I have to prepare my hands to not dip the tungsten if I'm going to prepare the metal to not be contaminated. I've got to prepare my hands to be a little more steady, and also try not to get the filler rod stuck in my beard so often. Okay, this should be pretty easy, dude. You can do it. Not too bad. I kind of messed up on one spot. Not too bad. I think it'll hold. I'm gonna have to go through here and freaking weld it on the bottom side too, probably. Let me just do that since I already have it all set up. Might as well not freaking squander this opportunity if this is all set up here. I should take out 2 bolts, I think. 2 nuts. Okay. Take the seat off of there. Oops. Seat off. Take this off. Oh shoot! Sorry guys, I didn't see that you guys sent something. Oh, 1 second. Let me get up out of this little hole. I've weaved myself into the project. I've become one with the scooter. All right, I can get out. I can stand up, guys. I know it. I think you got me mixed up, my guy. I'm in Texas. I know you're in Texas, Ace. I remember when we used to work at Wilson's Leather. Don't you remember that? In Texas? It was in South Texas. Remember? It was really hot that summer. Yeah, exactly, the good old days. Ace, green tea shop for days, is drinking all the green tea. Ace sent a happy poop for 10 joules. Thank you, Ace, for that happy poop. John Patrick might want to check his drawers. John Patrick, who sits in his drawers? Oh, you're right, John Patrick. You caught me. I freaking got some buffalo cheese puffs. You want some? Here, do you want a buffalo cheese puff? Tom? Buffalo cheese puff? Here you go, buddy. Yeah, I'll have one, boss. You want a buffalo cheese? You're very old. But I'll eat one. John Patrick sent a happy poop for 10 joules. Thank you, John Patrick. I'm gonna eat this for you, because you sent that happy poop. I'll eat this really old, this is probably about 2 or 3 months old. And so stale. Ace sent a 6-7 for 67 joules. Thank you, Ace. Gotta go, we shall address his leather store in the future. Best of luck. Thank you, Ace. We'll get back, we'll start working at the leather store again someday. I know, it was a fun job. Let me grab one more filler rod, just in case. Ace, 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 Ace. How you doing, Reed Henderson? Are you still in here? Nitrogen Bob. How you doing, man? Are you having a better day? Are you ready to lock in? Are you ready to put a smile on that face? That's what my dentist said. I said, please do that. Please put a smile on that face. That's what I'm looking for. He said, okay, that'll be $10,000. I said, what? What? I said, yeah, that's what I went to dental school for, buddy. Pay up. And I said, okay. I trust you. I trust your judgment. All right, let me scoot myself back into the scooter mode. Reed Henderson. Glad you're here, buddy. Working on my RC rock crawler. Oh, nice, dude. I was just with my buddy Leo watching some videos at a restaurant. We were eating burgers, and they were playing some videos of, I think it was rock crawlers. I don't know if it was technically rock crawlers, but it was like a I gotta take this off. This is gonna drive me nuts. And I gotta hurry up. This stinking welder's been sitting on. It wasn't rock crawlers. It was like a, maybe not pre-runners, but it was like some sort of rock crawling, but it was like really fast paced. I was like, this is insane. They were like driving, like, looked like they were going like 50 miles an hour, but rock crawling. I was like, this, how do they even see what's going on? I couldn't even do that going like 10 miles an hour. They're driving like 50. Just no big deal. And then when they were done, I was watching them get like the awards and stuff. And the drivers looked completely bored. They looked like it was just no big deal. I was on the edge of my seat, like, this guy is about to go flying off of a cliff. And those drivers just look like, man, it looked like that's what he does on the paper route. My gosh. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to expose you to the back of my neck rolls like that for such a long time. I get this shock off of here. Give me a hard time. There we go. Almost got it. Okay, now I got it out there. All right. Let's do it. Removing that shock should make it quite a bit easier. Oh yeah. Not only easier, but actually usable or doable. Hopefully this might actually require quite a bit of stick out on the tungsten, so let's hope that this gas cup will be good enough. We'll see. And some upside down welding, I guess. Not enough gas, I don't think. I can't hardly see what I'm doing either. Let me see. Oh. What did I just... Okay. That felt pretty good. See if I can get into a different position here. I might have to tip the whole skid over to do this one. Let me see if I can do this side. Problem is I can't see what I'm doing on the other one. Nice, I can see this one. Oops. Okay, almost got it. Okay, got this side on there. Just gotta get this other one. See if I can maneuver my hand in there. Just mainly about getting my freaking fat head in there. See what I'm doing. Let me try it like that. Almost got it. Come on. Come on. Oops. My goodness. Okay, almost got it, guys. Sorry. I know this is taking forever, and I know that I am not responding to any of the chat right now. So, gotta basically rotate my head at a 360-degree angle and try to weld this thing without basically seeing it. There we go. If I can keep it at this angle, I can actually see what I'm doing. This would be like the most opportune time to use a MIG welder. But right now, my MIG welder is over at Leo's house. And he's probably getting ready to craft up something sick with it. So we'll stick with the TIG. I think I got it. Okay. If that's not on there, I don't know what is. This thing is freaking fully fused on there and is warped to all get out. But you know what? It's done, guys. It is on there. I can't put the jerry can on there yet because it is so hot. It'll melt the jerry can into a puddle of red goo. But once it cools down, I'll put it on there. Like I said, I will have to make another piece right here. Or what I could do is make a couple little tiny pieces on the top there to space it out. Either way, once I get that part on there, it'll be done. Then I'll basically, once the jerry can is on there, and I get this other little side piece right here mounted, I'll be able to drill 4 holes in it and then 4 holes in here. And it'll be super secured. It'll be held on like that. It'll be like one with the frame. All right, let me get up and read what you guys said. Oh, while this thing cools off. Stars Elite's boss Tom supervising again. He's such a stickler. Exactly YouTube 7. He's a stickler when it comes to the details. He says, get in there and freaking get it done. Is that okay, boss? Whatever you say, boss. Big boss man. Let me get this gas purged out of here. Whoa, weird. I'm looking at the torch arcing out on the floor. Okay. Nice. Get this shut off finally. Tell you what, for $700, I think that's what I paid for it, for that welder. I bought it probably 8 years ago, at least 9 years ago. This thing has paid for itself 10 times over. I've used this welder for all sorts of different sissy bars and handlebars and all sorts of different projects. I have not used a stick welder feature on it. It's a multi-function. It can do stick welding also. Never tried it. I've tried welding some aluminum with it. I've done lots of mild steel with it. I think I've done, maybe I've done stainless with it. I can't remember. But this little it's called AHP Alpha TIG 201 XD. This thing has been a nice little welder. It's like a budget welder for a TIG welder. It's $700 seems like a lot, but for a TIG welder, when I was looking at them, they were like all like $1,500, $2,000, and I was like, there's no way I'll be able to get a TIG welder. This one was like the budget option, and it has worked perfectly fine. I've not had a single issue with it as far as it breaking or anything or not working. Only issue I had with it was the torch broke eventually. The line for it broke, the gas line, which wasn't a big deal. That was kind of my fault probably. And just the pedal is kind of sucky on it. But other than that, it's a really good welder. And for $700, like I said, if you were to go get something, I mean, if I were to go get one thing welded up, I'm gonna guess that's $100. Just whatever it is, $100 minimum. So I've welded much more than 7 things. And so the $700 investment that I made a long time ago definitely paid off as far as a hobby. I don't go, like I said, to the movies or anything. I don't play video games. I just buy tools. And that's kind of what I like to do, just make stuff. Will the Angler, how can you even work in there? It looks like a scrapyard. Exactly, Will. Will, you should have seen it the other day. The other week. It was really bad. Will. This whole box right here, Will, if that's what you're wondering about, is all for this scooter. So this box won't be here. That's what is making you think it looks like a scrapyard. The box is not permanent, Will. What have you been catching lately, Will? Have you been fishing lately? My fat rolls jiggle when I fart. Is that a bike over there? Yes. The Amba Bush. Let me skip this ad real quick and I'll show you what I'm working on. What have you been catching, Will? Some largemouth bass? I need to get my fish on. I haven't been fishing in a while. Only thing I've been doing lately is fishing for compliments with Gizmo. Let me show you guys the projects. This is the C750 that is on the back burner. This is the Ultima chopper that will be worked on after this scooter is done. This scooter looks like a spaghetti mess of wires and metal pieces and stuff like that, because it is that right now. But it is being worked on, and right now this has been welded on. This one does run. This one does run despite it being taken apart. I just had to get a new frame for it, and I made this gas tank and stuff for it. But I made handlebars. I'm trying to make the oil tank next. So yeah, they do run. This one runs. This one runs. This one runs. There's another one outside that runs. But yeah, this one, working on this little jerry can, little tackle box thing for Will the Angler. This is how it's going to go on here, just like this. Nice. Look at that, guys. It's finally on there. Let me put Gizmo over here. Let me take this off so it doesn't fall off because it's not mounted on there. Let me put this, this is the battery seat pan support. You know what? I would start one up, the Amba Bush, but it's like 11 o'clock here, and I have made an agreement with my neighbor not to be all loud after 9 o'clock. So, but the Amba Bush, if you do want to see it run, whenever I'm done with this, we'll take it out for a ride live. I got it running on a previous live, and because it was not running, and took it out for a ride live. So I also did that with this bike as well as 2 other bikes. So I like how I was saying, oh yeah, I have to be all quiet after 11 o'clock while I'm being simultaneously being super loud. So cool. Put Gizmo on there real quick and bolt these in. These just go through like that and bolt on there. Just put these bolts or these nuts on real quick. Put one of them on. I'll put both of them on. I got them both here. And I gotta put that shock back on too. I don't need to put it on now, but I'll eventually have to put it on. All right, the time has come to put on the jerry can onto the new little mount. And just put it on there. This is not obviously on there permanently, but it'll be good enough to hold it on there for now. Nice. Let's get a little back shot. That is looking sick. Kind of hard to see because it's like kind of wide now. There we go. Nice. Looks like it's a little bit crooked. I'll have to bend it up a little bit. Let me just see if it's hot. Not too hot. Oh, that is very hot. Man, that's welded on there pretty good. I can barely... There we go. Just a hair.
Turn your idea into a business with just a few words.
Let's see how it looks.
Durable, your AI business partner. Everything
Nice.
you need to start your business.
It's looking starting to look very sick.
Just type in your idea. Durable
Cool.
your website in seconds.
Croissant motor, crosscart motors.
And ready for customers.
Gizmo says Krang.
Already launched with Durable.
What's up, Krang?
No more expensive.
Tom here is eating a cheese puff.
And no coding.
I don't know what's up with that, but
Durable is your all-in-one AI.
he wanted some cheese puffs.
Logos, social posts, and business strategy.
Thanks, Lisa. I think it looks cool.
Save hours of work.
Let me see if I can.
Durable runs your complete business.
I'll have to hook up these brake lights. I want to see how it looks. Let me
and get paid.
let me see. Let me hook up these brake lights. I can't freaking do all this without hooking up the dang brake lights. What do you guys think? I think it looks freaking slick. I think it looks very like futuristic, retro. It looks like
Durable.
someone had a cross up from a Mad Max Star Wars bike and decided to throw it together. Let me get something to hold this camera real quick. And I'll get these lights mounted up. Check out the little door on there, guys. Got a door on this side. I'll have to get a lock for that. And a door on this side. Nice. Pretty cool. Yeah, let me get these lights wired up real quick. I want to see what it looks like. Let me check my phone battery. All right, let me plug this thing in real quick. Getting a little bit low. Sorry guys, it might cut out for 1 second when I plug in my phone. Yeah, Gizmo is liking the project, Lucy. All right, I think this will be good. This is a brand new view for you guys. I have never put the camera here. It's mounted on the desk. This is of course, where the ideas come from. All the nonsense ideas from Things Garage. Let's get these things at least wired up a little bit. At least gotta wire it up a little bit. Let's see if Tom wants to hang up here with his cheese puff. Here, buddy, can you sit there? Cool. Okay. I saw some little jumper cables around here somewhere. Cool. I'm super excited, guys. This thing has been haunting my dreams for quite a while. Where did those dang jumper cables go? There's one. It's been haunting my dreams for a while, so I'm glad to finally get it like in just kind of hanging on there. Finally, I've been sitting there like, man, this thing is taking forever to get freaking hooked up there. So I'm glad it's finally sitting on there, at least. Where'd my darn jumper cables go? I had them sitting out and they seem to have ran away. That's what I get for trying to clamp the garage and look for tools that I lost because the garage was dirty previously. Okay. Oh, there it is. Right on the darn chair. Okay. Let's see, I have the battery sitting around here. Okay. This one should be easy enough to hook up. Just this one wire. Okay, I'm gonna guess that's the ground. It's just gonna need one more brake light, and that will be one right in the center. Let's see, I think that will be... No, that won't be it. Okay, that won't be sufficient. I'll need one more. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that felt great. Amazing.
Oh, Cinderella.
Cinderella. That felt really good. Scrape my knee real nice. Real nice. Bargained with. Doesn't feel pain? How the heck am I supposed to deal with something that doesn't feel pain? Wait, okay, wait, ever? Oh my gosh. Until I'm dead. Well, can't... Okay, I don't like the way this is sounding. Okay, almost there. This alligator clip and these wires are obviously not all going to be here when I do finally assemble this for the last time. But for now, it's just for display purposes. It'll work for now. Okay, this can hook onto here like this. Okay, and this will hook onto here like this. It won't permanently hook onto there like that, but that's what it'll look like. Let me shut off these lights. You guys can imagine it. Scooting down a freaking cybernetic highway, and Gizmo is being chased with Courtney and Tom. That was cool. Freaking sick.
He's gonna be like, hold on tight.
Gizmo's gonna be jammed into one of the little containers. screaming. Oops. There goes the mic. All right, what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty cool with the different style jerry cans, the different style brake lights. It's going to be blasting around, terrorizing anyone that comes in contact. Just how we like it. Let me disconnect this stuff. Make sure nothing happens late at night. Cool. I'm excited, guys. The second jerry can is finally installed on the scooter. Bright light, says Dead Sorry. Cool night lights, it says Gary Sharp. Thanks, Gary, and thanks, Lisa. I think it looks pretty dang sick. It's coming along, guys. I'll be, to be honest with you, I'll be sad when this thing's gone. I'll be like, man, I wonder what kind of adventures this little scooter has gotten itself into. And I'm sure my buddy Andres will clue me in on that. I'm sure he'll be right there with me, getting in on these adventures.
This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Get 0.9% APR plus.
I'm sure he will
get up to $3,000 allowance.
have lots of fun.
Swing 01 dropped last week, and it's already redefined what's possible when it comes to AI video models.
AI video models? Okay.
Videos utilizing the power.
Sorry, let me read through some of your comments real quick, guys.
And the possibility.
I was, let's see. Mad Max definitely says Father Time. Exactly, Father Time. I'm glad that you are so clued in on what the theme is going to be. It's definitely very Mad Max themed. And that's the way we like it. Courtney, take off that stinking ridiculous hat. Courtney's wearing this ridiculous hat, guys. I can't focus with a hat like that. It's completely ridiculous. I said, Courtney, lose the hat. Why is the bill so small? And she said it's stylish. I said that's not. It's a weird style. That's what it is. Another cool style. I can tell you that much. Oh! Sorry, guys. Tom here seems to be enjoying some sort of little snack or something. I don't know what the heck is that, dude.
It's freaking stale, that's what it is. It's freaking disgusting. I don't know where he got that from. Freaking pulled it out of a freaking old drawer, junk drawer or something. It's freaking gross. Guys, Dead Sorry. Glad you're here. You see my comment thing? Let me check it real quick. Lucy? My phone is covered in something. Sorry, Fang, I took them how to fix my TV. Oh, you had to take them? Thanks for doing that. Thanks a lot, Lucy. You really had to fix your TV. Come on. Get with the program, Lucy. Maybe get some newer snacks for the garage. That freaking cheese puff was disgusting. Guys, we'll be back again live tomorrow as per usual. Yeah. What time will we be live? 9:30 Pacific. We'll be working on the scooter, get this thing all squared away. Guys, we'll be getting the little side cover thing. Hopefully we'll get it all locked in. We'll get it, we'll keep our eye on the ball. What's with the eye puns? Can't you think of anything different? You have some sort of, don't you have a cousin with one big ear right in the middle of his face? See you later, Lucy. Thank you, Lucy,
for that donation. Thank you very much. Thanks, Lucy. You're the real MVP. And we love seeing you here, Lucy. We'll go out and buy some better snacks. We'll buy some Lunchables, maybe, with snacks, with that little donation. Thanks, Lucy. See you later, YouTube 7. Lisa, my bad, I can't say. That was actually Lisa. Thanks, Lisa. My bad. Yeah, he actually is not paying attention. He's a little bit tired. Yeah, I am a little bit tuckered out. We went on a long ride today, guys. Thanks, Lisa. My vision was a little bit off on that. We're gonna go out and buy some little popsicles. Sounds like Tom smoked a whole pack of cigarettes today. Yeah, exactly. I was actually smoking a lot of menthols, and it's a little bit of that black tar. I'm just coughing. Sorry, guys. Yeah, he's a little bit congested. Thank you again, Lisa, for that $20. And everyone else that donated a little happy poops and jewels. I love me some little happy poops, some little laughing disco balls. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the love and all the support. Thanks, Garage. We're gonna go out and we're gonna freaking party tonight, guys. We're gonna be in the club. We're gonna be like, I can feel it. I can feel the freaking music. I can feel the bass in my chest. We have the Blade techno soundtrack all queued up, guys. We're gonna be freaking getting down and dirty tonight with the disco balls and the freaking strobe lights. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna freaking get some popsicles going. Oh, Gizmo's falling out, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be live again tomorrow night, 9:30, and we'll be getting these things done. Maybe I'll go get a new grinder tomorrow. Who knows? Guys, it's Fang's Garage. Focus in. You ready? Don't get too weird without us. I'll see you later. Get that mole checked out.